Hello everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. Members of the Tinubu-Shettima Media Directorate have described as unacceptable and insulting remarks attributed to the presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, at the weekend in Kaduna. Speaking at the Arewa Policy Dialogue, Atiku had said the average Northerner needs a presidential candidate of Northern extraction. Former Aviation Minister and Director of Special Media Projects and Operations, Femi Fani-Kayode, said the statement attributed to Atiku Abubakar did not represent the position of the average Northerner. Fani-Kayode maintained that most Northerners share the position that power should shift to the southern part of the country after 8 years' tenure of the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari. He said such tomfoolery is rarely not seen from the worst among us. Atiku's words are not only unacceptable but also insulting, irresponsible, and despicable. This is especially so given the fact that by next year we would have had 8 years of Northern Fulani rule, and now this man says we must have another 8 years of it because that is what is best for the North. Most Northern do not believe this, and thankfully they, unlike Atiku and members of his divided party, do not see Southerns as slaves, and they regard us as being equal. We will not allow Atiku to do to us what he did to Wike. We will not be cheated or denied. It is time for power to shift to the south, and an overwhelming number of the people in the north, and certainly all the Northerns in the APC, believe that. They recognize the fact that if we want our nation to continue to enjoy the peace and remain united into the distant future, we must be fair in our dealings with one another. Atiku is a dying breed who still sees things from a regional, ethnic, and religious prism. Nigeria has moved on from that, and she deserves better. Our nation will not accept an ethnic bigot and tribal champion as their president. Atiku does not speak for the North. He speaks for his deluded and blinded PDP supporters and his PCC. Nigeria does not need a northern or southern president. She needs a Nigerian president, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is that president. In a separate statement, Director of Media and Publicity Bayo Onanuga accused Atiku of recourse to ethnic jingo in the face of imminent defeat. The statement of People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate Alhaji Abubakar Atiku to the effect that Northerners don't need a Yoruba or Igbo president is the worst expression of ethnocentric opportunism ever uttered by a former Nigerian vice president. This clearly demonstrates how low a man honored with the second highest office of the Nigerian constitution is willing to sink in search of a perennial wild goose chase after the highest office in the land. It confirms the argument that Atiku has feasted on such base, cheap, primordial sentiments to use the masses and the elite of the North as the ladder to ascend to power since 1989 without any dividends to show. In clear terms, Atiku, who stole the PDP ticket by a similar mindset, has cast himself as a northern candidate who should solely be supported by the people from his region. We view Atiku's public declaration, which framed him as an ethnic and regional champion, as unbecoming for a man who was once a vice president of Nigeria.
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges Nigeria is facing, and why we are still where we are today, is because of the style of our leaderships. Where we have this divide and rule. And our leaders and the elites has not discovered that this has not helped us in any way. And that is one of the reasons, we have so much division as a country, and it's one of the reasons also why we are still where we are today. Because we don't want to tell ourselves the truth, and we don't want to do the right thing. It's surprising to hear that a man, like Atiku can come out to say such statements that the average Northerners will not vote for non-Hausas, non-Northerners. To me, it's a word that shouldn't even come from a person like Atiku Abubakar. The question is this. Yeah, we have several head of states from the north, and we also have several two presidents from the north since 1999. Yar'Adua was the president for the north, and Muhammad Buhari, president for the north since 1999. And the question, and when we look at the Nigerian setting in the sectors in Nigeria, in the federal government and all that, who are the people in control, including the military, police, and all that? It is the Hausas. They are in control of every sectors. But when you look down, how has this helped improve their community or in the North themselves? How has it, helped the North themselves? Let's be honest with ourselves. As far as I'm concerned, the North is the least developed, least developed in Nigeria. They are the least developed. And when we talk about the children out of school, it's still the North. And this is it's like that because their leaders has made it to be so that they can always take advantage of them, use them the way they want. Because when people are not educated and they are not enlightened, they are not exposed, then you come to the village, you cook a bowl of rice, they kneel on the ground and they pour it for them, they make them to eat and all that. Why wouldn't they do whatever you want them to do? But funny enough, the narrative is changing. 2023 general election is not going to be like as usual. As far as I'm concerned, it's not going to be as usual. Now, the presidential candidate of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, coming up publicly to say that average Northerners will not vote for non-Northerners, to me, is not a word that should be heard. That is where we are today. Nepotism, tribalism, religion, things that has not done us well, we keep promoting them. We keep promoting them. Yes, is stylishly or sentimentally, the Northerners will want to vote for their president, the Northern president. But the question I keep asking, how has this helped the Northerners themselves? How has it helped the society? How has it developed those regions? Because that is a region that is full of insecurity, full of children out of school, full of less developed in the nation, and they have the leaders all this while. These people are not dumb. They have begun to ask questions. What have we benefited by supporting these our people? By voting them into power and all that. How has this benefited us in any way? And the cost of this are the leaderships. People who take advantage of these people instead of developing them and making them, world-class people. What do? They marginalize them by not giving them education, by not giving them, good life, by not exposing them to understand what life is. And at the end of the day, they use them as a tool. It's so unfortunate, so unfortunate to hear this from a person like Atiku Abubakar. I don't know what he's trying to promote. As a presidential candidate, when you are elected, you become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not the president of the Northerners. So you must learn how to unify, the people, how to make them one. You must not divide. And this is what has kept us where we are, because we have this spirit of divide and rule. And this will really not take us anywhere. It will really not take us anywhere. That is just the honest truth. Well, this is just my take. Please feel free to comment below. Let me know your take concerning this, and also subscribe to our channel for updates on this and more. Thank you.